Keyframing a video, anchor points. An anchor point is where the video will zoom into or zoom out of. And if you're going to zoom into a spot and you don't use an anchor point, the video may need to zoom in and also move, which would cause the video to look sloppy. And I'll go through some examples so you can see that. So let's start with this video. In this example, I have a white bar so you can see where my head is relative to that bar. Just gives you some reference. And I will be zooming into my face and there's no anchor points. So the video is going to zoom into and out of the natural center of the video, with in a shot like this, it's going to be like between people's hips. So let's take a look at what this looks like with no anchor points.
You can talk out loud.
So you can see my head goes up and down relative to this white line, which is sloppy. And this happens because the video is zooming into and then also moving.
You can talk out loud.
I'll show you that again. Again, my head goes up and down.
You can talk out loud.
That's no anchor points. With an anchor point, it looks fluid and smooth.
You can talk out loud. You can talk out loud.
So I'll put those back to back for you to see.
You can talk out loud. You can talk out loud.
Let's do that one more time. No anchor points and then anchor points.
You can talk out loud. You can talk out loud.
Nice. And then here is another example in case you're having trouble seeing it. This is an example with no anchor points.
What direction does the sun rise?
So it feels like a dip.
What direction does the sun rise?
You can see it slowly zooming and it like dips and then goes.
What direction does the sun rise in?
Versus with anchor points.
What direction does the sun rise in?
Just feels like a constant, steady, slow zoom in. Let's put those back to back.
What direction does the sun rise in? What direction does the sun rise in?
So no
What
anchor
direction
points.
does the sun
Slow dip.
rise in? What direction does the sun
Constant
rise
zoom
in?
And if you're having trouble seeing the importance of anchor points, let's look at it applied to a photo. So, well, real quick before the photo, let me just show you on these frames, or these clips, the anchor point. So this is just truly the anchor point 0, 0, so that's where the center of the video was shot. Let me show you what that looks like. So you can see that's just the center of the video. So when you zoom in, it zooms into that point, and then if you need to move it to keep the object or subject where you want it, then it will zoom in and move. Versus this, where if you put your anchor point on the head, then it zooms into that point.
You can talk out loud.
And same here, again, no anchor points, it's just 0, 0, because that is just naturally the center of a video. So it's zooming in there, and then it has to move to keep that subject where you want it. Versus if you put the anchor point on the thing that you're zooming into or out of, it's fluid, smooth, and natural. And now let's look at that applied to photos. So here, the anchor point, I moved it off just so you can see what it looks like if it's not in the right spot where you want it. This is at the bottom, and it's going to make it look really weird when it pops in. Let me change this color so you can differentiate the two. Alright, here we go. It's not coming in from the center of the screen, it's coming in from the bottom. And let's look at it the correct way. I'll put those side by side, we'll play it a couple times. So, no anchor points. Comes in from the bottom. You can see I'll go frame by frame. And then with anchor points, it comes in from the center. So, again, an anchor point is where a video will zoom into or zoom out of. And if you have it in the wrong spot, it's going to make it look sloppy. So if you have it at the top, let's see what that looks like. And all you have to do to fix it is just make sure that your anchor point is where you want it to be, where you want it to zoom into and zoom out of. So I literally just put it back to 0, 0, which is just the center of this. Looks good. So that's anchor points. And this is a pretty tough topic for most, so if you have questions on it, just let me know and I'm happy to help.